Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30 this Tuesday, April 21st, and we got some sloppy action going on, but it's not selling off. So it's almost like there's some positive things going on in the background somewhere. The market, someone knows something about it because it's you would expect it to be a lot weaker if there's something happening in the overnight going into tomorrow in terms of ceasefire. But who knows, right? So. Right now, we are pretty much holding in the range. We haven't sold off. It's actually grinding back up again, back up to the mean. Now, I'm taking that with a big grain of salt, so not quite sure I'm believing what I'm seeing. Oil backed off pretty hard as well. Also kind of surprising. Almost like there's something going on in the back channels, But we'll find out. Right now, though, right now, I did take a couple of trades on the ES. As I said in the last update, I was trying a short trade here on that pullback back to the Tablet. Was short one there. I had to repair it once, and I had my stop outside. But literally, I mean, this one was crazy because I'm sitting in that thing and watching it, and suddenly I'm stopped out, and it literally ran up, filled my second target, ran up, stopped me out, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then I just kept going. It's like this is weird. So I thought something was happening here. Like, okay, maybe they got a ceasefire. Maybe there's something extension on the ceasefire. Something is going on. But that was pretty darn violent. And I figured, okay, so stop down that one. So after they stalled a little bit here, it started heading higher again. I tried a long trade, and again, I almost went to break. I thought I went to break even on that trade. I think that it was 27 up to 33. That was probably borderline because I didn't never went to break even. Otherwise, I would have been safe on that one. But I got stuck in that thing, and then look at that, reversed all the way back down again. Stopped me out. I made my stop a little bit bigger. Stopped me out on that thing. I tried two more trades. Both of them were shakeouts, and I was like, oh crap. So definitely nothing happening here, right? So first one long trade, one short trade didn't work. Long trade didn't work. I was down like $100 on that, and I had two shakeouts. I'm down 92 now, and I stopped trading. It's like, okay, this is crazy. There's no continuation. So it's just rumors of market is just whipping back and forth. So I skipped it. And you can see here, nice big whip right there. Then nothing, nothing, nothing. Big whip to the upside, nothing, nothing, nothing. And now they're grinding out to the mean. So I'm not trading this right now. It feels very much like there's it's rumors and the whipsaws going on left and right. So it's just a recipe for losing more money. So, and as I said, I don't quite believe this little move to the upside. It just feels a little bit like they're sucking you in on the long side. Same story with the Nasdaq also, grinding higher, but not quite sure I want to believe that. So, well, where we are though is range bound, and we are sitting in a range right now. We haven't taken out the lows at least yet, and so far I would just start off range bound. Looking to sell strength by weakness right now. They're buying weakness down against the probably 7110s, 7100s. They're going to sell strength against the 7135s and the 50s for rotations down. Maybe up to this level here, the 70s, but I mean, that's going to be two levels up, two levels down to get started. And then same on the Nasdaq, looking to sell strength up to the 780s. Looking to buy weakness down here. I'm going to move my level down here to the 660s and the 620s for rotations up. And then let's see how this develops in the overnight. Don't know. It's going to be. Have no idea what's going to happen going into the overnight. It's supposedly the ceasefire ends in the overnight sometime. So we'll see what happens. All right, bond market. It's just sideways. They sold off a little bit during the day, but has slowly grinding right back. I was looking at this thing here. A couple of nice opportunities for a short. Actually, would have been a pretty good one here at the end. And since after that one, they start grinding it back to the mean. So range bound still hasn't really taken out more. It took out a level or two more than I thought, but that was kind of because this whatever reaction was happening here during the day. But now they're right back up again. So starting off range bound again on the bonds. Looking to buy weakness against the. They're going to buy weakness down there at the 14s and the 28s, 1328s. They're going to sell strength up to the 1416s and the 1422s. That's kind of where we are. Nothing going at two. I had two crypto trades, and this was actually interesting because I was I was in an oil trade on cryptos. I was long oil on that pullback. You can see that right here on this one, the bottom left. So I had a long trade going on oil, and you can see what happened here. That whole thing just absolutely crashed on me. That's when I got stopped out on the ES. And so then I tried a short trade, got to break even, tried another short trade, made the money back in a couple of bucks. But that was about it. But that so when that happened, that was the same time I also got stopped out. So I figured like, okay, oil tanking, I guess something is happening when it comes to the situation in the Middle East, but maybe I was too optimistic. Or it was maybe just a rumor or something came out. So but there was some reaction going on there for a bit. So anyway, and you kind of had to be nimble about it because as soon as it doesn't react, then you just have to kind of get out of the way and stop trying to be cute about it. That's just you never know what happens next. So back to the ES and the Nasdaq, and right now, gonna watch it and see what happens. Um, Anything can happen overnight, so we'll find out in the morning. So we'll wrap it there. Now I'm gonna shut down the room pretty early because I'm gonna take down put in a new graphics card in my computer, see if I can get that to work. So get a little bit better performance on the graphics. So I'll be after this update, I'm just gonna shut down the room and take this down so I can work on it. All right, guys. See you in the morning. You guys have a good evening. Later.